Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Catalina Sea Camp Breakdown. It's me, your 2-week Catalina Sea Camp Director Jacqui. We are in a little bit more of an intimate setting because the only people that are really watching this are the 2-week families. And we are so excited for you to be here with us this summer. I'm sitting here with 2 very close friends and fellow Sea Camp staff. We'll have them introduce themselves really quickly. Let's go right here.
Hi, I'm Joshua. This will be my 5th year at Catalina Sea Camp, 1 as a camper and 4 as a staff member. And I run the audiovisual behind the scenes.
Sweet. Nice.
My name is Hailey. I'm going to be one of the instructors at Sea Camp. This is going to be my 3rd summer. And I'm also a school year instructor, so I've been here for a little while. And we have some really exciting classes that we're going to be talking about.
Yeah,
thanks for having us, Jacqui.
Yeah, for sure. This whole episode is all about the course selection process, all of the different classes that we are going to offer during the 2-week program that you should hopefully be looking at right now and pre-selecting before you come into camp. So hopefully this kind of helps clear up some of the air and give you some good detail on the classes that we're going to be doing. So welcome to the Catalina Sea Camp Breakdown. Got some really awesome friends here. We work together on the island. We've worked together on the island the past few summers, and we're good friends. And we just feel like that's what makes such a great program, I think, is how connected and tight all of the staff are. And I want you all to recognize that. And when we are sitting here talking about the different classes that you can select before you come to camp, you can hear from the people who will be there teaching them. So you should not be listening to this or watching this without already seeing the activity guide. That should be out when this is out. They go in tandem together. The activity guide is going to give you all like the list of all of the classes that we offer that you have to pre-select before you come to camp. And you select them in order of the number 1 class where you're like, I need to take this. I have to take this class, down to kind of the least important one where you're like this class sounds good, but it's not my favorite. So you can look at those. We are going to go in order of the activity guide that you have. So we're going to start with the very first class, and we're just going to kind of go a little bit into detail about what that class is, so that when you are enrolling, selecting the classes that you want, you're picking the best ones for you. Keep in mind, there will be an opportunity in camp to drop your class. So if you've selected a class, you get to meet your instructor, you get to hear about a little bit more hands-on once we're in camp, what you're doing, and you realize, I don't think I really want to do this class. That's fine. You can drop it, and if there's availability in other classes, we can sign you up for another one. So let's get started. Let's jump in. The first class on your sheet should be Basic Snorkel. And that's what it's called, Basic Snorkel. Basic Snorkel, I'll just explain it. It's for the kiddos who come to camp. Maybe you're not sure how you feel about snorkeling. Maybe you've only done it once or twice and you're kind of nervous and you want to learn you want to learn the skills. You want to go on some easy, kind of more like simple snorkels in our bay. That's what the Basic Snorkel is for. If you did the 1-week program, the Basic Snorkel class is very similar to the snorkels that you did in your 1-week sessions. The next class is Advanced Snorkel. Advanced Snorkel is a little bit more, I would say, elevated than the Basic Snorkel. You will get an opportunity to learn about weight belts. You will get to go to maybe a little bit more challenging snorkel sites, longer snorkels. It's pretty much for the campers who are like, I know how to snorkel, I know what I'm doing, and I want to test all the different types of snorkeling we can do, and just make it a little bit more challenging, Both of these classes, both of the snorkel classes, are 2 periods long. So it's a full 3-hour block. Okay, so if you sign up for a snorkel class, you are forfeiting one of your classes. Okay, does that make sense? So instead of picking 6 classes, if you pick a snorkel class, you're going to only have 5. Just want to make that clear. DV Extreme. You know what, Josh? I want you to talk about DV Extreme.
That is.
Did you do DV Extreme as a kid?
No. I did over at Toyon, I did do the underwater photography, which was just sort of like taking pictures and then putting them in a slideshow. But the cool thing about DV Extreme is that you're not limited to essentially where you're going to be taking these videos. You know, you're going to be sort of going to different parts of camp. You're going to be going into the water and taking videos. And the whole point is that you're bringing it all together for this slideshow at the end of your time that'll be played to everybody during the 2-week session.
And it's like video, not still shots.
Yeah, it's a video, so it's all edited. You can sort of use your creative mind however you would like, and it's a lot of fun. It definitely is.
And you use GoPros.
Yes, GoPros.
So everyone in the class, if you sign up for DV Extreme, you get a GoPro, and then you go. They're like your instructor will have a bunch of different activities, from snorkeling, from kayaking, maybe up at the giant swing, and you're just like filming yourself the whole time, right? Just like having fun. Yeah. Digital video extreme, right? And then you get the opportunity to work with your group to create a DV Extreme video that we watch at the end of the session. That is also a 2-period class. So if you want to do digital video extreme, where you are playing with GoPros, learning how to edit video, manage media, that's that class, and it's 2 periods long. So you will be forfeiting a class, and you'll be doing 5 periods instead of 6. Land photo is a new class we are going to offer this summer. We're really excited about it. It's pretty much exactly how it sounds. You will be taking photos on land. You will be using not GoPros, more like DSLR style digital cameras, where you will learn about light. You might learn about like taking far away photos, up close photos. You will be given a camera with your class. Each camper in the class will get a camera during that period, and you will go around camp, and each class will be specific on what you're focusing on. So one day might be, today we're going to focus all on taking photos in certain types of light. This day we're going to be focusing all on like portrait, maybe what's it called, like profiles, or pictures of people in action. So it's kind of a cool opportunity if you're really interested in photography. And
I want to take this class.
Yeah, no,
cool.
Sign me up.
Well, this one was done at Toyon as well, and it's really cool because you get to learn how to use like fun cameras. So yeah, that's our land photo class. We're really excited about that one. So sign up for that class if you're interested in learning about photography and taking photos on the land. Okay, the next 2 classes you should have on your activity guide are all about sailing. And,
oh boy, am I excited for this one. Yes.
So
I've been helping develop our sail program over the last couple summers, and I'm very excited. Last summer we did 1 sail class, but this summer we're doing a little bit different. We're splitting it into 2 different sail classes. So on your guide you should see 2 different classes. One is coastal sailing, and the second is learn to sail. So coastal sailing is our first class. Basically, coastal sailing is one of our sail staff instructors, myself included, will be taking you out sailing, and we're going to be around in the cove, get to see the coastlines and kind of see how a catamaran works. And if you feel like asking questions on the boat, of course, but it's mainly just to have fun out on the water and hopefully go as fast as we can on the boat. So coastal sailing is very exciting. And then learning to sail is our second class. It's a little bit more involved. It's for students and campers who are interested in learning how catamarans work and how to sail catamarans. So we have 3 Hobie catamarans to choose from. And you're going to be learning everything about the boat, how it works, how to rig it, how to launch and land, how to sail out on the water, maybe do some capsize drills and get comfortable out on the water. And yeah, it's going to be a good time. Yeah.
And you said they're the Hobie cats.
Hobie catamarans.
Hobie catamarans. I think we have pictures of them on our social media if you're curious about what those boats look like.
Very colorful sails. They're very fun.
Pretty.
They all have their own personalities too. So.
And names.
So what are 2 of the names?
One is Sherbert,
okay,
and the other is Kiwi.
But we have a third one this
We have
year.
A third is yet to be named, yet to be sailed. We're going to do that, I think, very soon.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. What's really cool is that sometimes if you already have sailing experience and you want to be a part of the Learn to Sail class, if you know how to sail, sometimes it's helpful for other kids to like see other kids sail, and it's a really encouraging environment. And
Like they have an opportunity to help teach their peers.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of sailing is very intuitive, and so seeing many different kinds of people sail always helps.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so those are our sail class options. Are they both one period?
I believe they are.
We're talking about making how to sail too.
Yes.
That's still in the works.
Still in the works.
Because we want you to really be able to sail this catamaran by yourself.
That's the end goal.
That's the end goal.
I'm just sitting there
and they're sailing,
and you're sailing me at the end of it. So that's the goal. I'm coastal cruising ideally by the end of it. So.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Efficient sailors.
Yeah, so stand by by the time you see this and get your sheet, your activity guide, it will say on the activity guide. So we're just talking into oblivion. So let's move on to our next classes. The next classes we have are all up at our Art Shack. Art Shack is such a popular place to be in camp. It's so relaxing. It's so chill. We have lots of shade. We have lots of tables. We do lots of different art projects. So we've designed a few classes and brought some classes back from last year that were really popular. If you want to partake in an Art Shack class, the first one is jewelry design. You will be designing jewelry, making rings, making bracelets, wire wrapping, using different types of beads, glass beads, wooden beads, things like that. Open art is going to be a class that we have as well. And open art is going to be for those of you who really do love art. Maybe you're taking like other art classes and you want to be able to work on your other art projects longer, or do maybe a different type of art project. It's very much like a choose your own art type of class. That's why it's called open art. So if you're like, look, I would love to jewelry design and paint and do this and that, or maybe you're in one of our paint classes and you're in a jewelry design class and you want to continue to work on those projects a little bit longer than the classes that you're taking, you could take open art and that will give you an opportunity to do that. We also have presses, pencils, paints, and pens.
Nice, you got it on the first try.
Those are that's one class: pencils, presses, paints, and pens.
Nice.
It is all of those things. You will be using colored pencils, you'll be using gel pens, you will be painting, and we'll be doing presses, like with flowers and leaves and fun things that we find in camp.
Maybe algae too.
Ooh, maybe algae. Yeah. So that's a fun class. The next one we have is nature art. Okay, nature art is a new class we are bringing to the 2-week program. It was not there last summer. Nature art is obviously what it sounds like. It's nature, but we're going to be doing a little bit more than just painting and pressing things. We want to try and make candles.
Ooh.
We want to do that. I'm trying to see. I think I have that sheet here. You are like, dude, I want to be up at that art check. Sorry, I just hate you with it. I want to be up at that art check. Those are the art classes we will be providing. Okay, let's move on to climb and hike.
I wonder what we're going to be doing.
In climb and hike. By the way, all of those art classes are one period. Climb and hike is one period as well. You will literally be spending time at the rock wall and going on fun hikes around camp. That's about it. The rock climbing, if you're a rock climber and you have rock climbing shoes, you should bring them.
Yes.
Josh, I might even have you teach climb and hike. If you were the instructor for climb and hike, how would you want to conduct the climbing portion of climb and hike?
Yeah. So it's a one period. So I think out of the 4 days that we meet, the climbing would probably progressively get more technical. It might be very crash coursey on the first day, and then we would start getting into more of the technique towards the second, third, and fourth day. We have a number of routes to choose from on our climbing wall, and with that, there's sort of an infinite amount of creativity you can really do with each different route. So once you climb it, you can make it harder by removing a hold or only using one foot or only so there's a lot of different things to do. It's definitely an exploratory climbing class for sure. And then, we can adjust per the level of climbing that an individual has. But I would say that if you are interested in climbing, learning more about climbing, possibly picking up as a hobby, I would take this class for sure.
Yeah, you don't have to have climbing shoes.
No.
But we were just talking about how that would be cool. It would be a great opportunity for you to
Yeah.
use them on our rock wall.
Definitely.
So yeah.
And the hikes around camp are beautiful.
Super
we have
pretty.
3 different hikes around camp, all with different vegetation and different views, and yeah, it's quite beautiful.
Yeah, I think Bald Spot is one of the hikes we were talking about doing.
Nice. That's a good one.
Which is a good one. It's a good long hike. So if you like hiking too, I probably wouldn't pick this class because I'm not a huge hiker unless we're flat. It's a flat hike.
These are not flat hikes.
These are not flat hikes.
They're the opposite of flat hikes.
It's very, very high.
So keep that in mind if you are interested in climb and hike. Next we have extreme kayak. This class makes me really excited. I think because it's really just very hyper focused on kayaking. Some kids really don't love kayaking. Definitely don't take this if you don't love kayaking. But if you love to paddle, if you want to get in a boat and go to fun places on the island, take extreme kayaking. Some of the places we've looked at, bringing y'all, Guano Rock, if you know where Guano is, it's up on the right hand side of camp. We have another place to the left called Italian A. There's a big kayak to Goat Harbor, and we might do that one depending on the level of y'all, because that one can take a hot minute.
Potentially a 40-minute, maybe an hour paddle.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a real. You're essentially leaving camp in every class. When you take extreme kayak, you're gonna leave camp in a kayak in every class and go somewhere new. And I think that is what's so cool about this class, because you get to see parts of the island that nobody really gets to see. Very few people get to explore.
And a couple of these places you can only get to via the water. So, and you're going through a lot of marine protected areas. So the kelp over there is stunning. It has been growing insanely fast.
Wow.
So there's lots of beautiful things over there to see.
Yeah, this will be a cool class. So that is our extreme kayak class. Now we're jumping into our intro to ocean adventure. This class was here last summer, and it's going to be very similar to what it was last summer, this summer. Did you teach an intro to ocean adventure?
No, I didn't.
No.
But I mean,
yeah,
it's ocean adventures.
So you're doing all the ocean things,
You're trying
right?
everything out.
You're going to kayak, you're going to paddleboard. You might get to play on our inflatable jungle gyms, maybe go tubing. The whole class is about playing in the ocean with all the different toys that we have. So if you're I just want to be in the ocean and hang out and have fun and do all the different ocean things, then this is the class for you. Mm-hmm. That one was easy. Yoga is a yoga class. It is. I will say, so Sam is our yoga instructor. She's also one of our program counselors. She's great. Fabulous gal, really good at yoga, and wants to teach you and run through yoga flows with you. This yoga class isn't for just I just want to lay down and stretch. She's trying to get you into a yoga flow. So if you do yoga at home, you should definitely take this class. It's a great opportunity to wind down, maybe get some low impact physical exercise. I know some of our 2-week campers, y'all are in sports and you need, upkeep of some type of physical activity. We will be physical every single day, but this is a different type of physical activity that we're offering you. Sign up for the yoga class if you are serious about doing yoga. We're not just going to lay on our backs and what's that move called? Shavasana. I Shavasana all the time.
I would have never gotten that.
That's
literally. You looked over at me. I was like,
I don't know why I looked at you.
That's Shavasana. You're just not there.
Okay.
Yeah, Shavasana, you just lay on your back and focus on your breathing, which there will be a little bit of Shavasana, but it won't be happening all the time.
Don't say it again.
Okay, no more Shavasana. That is the last time I will say Shavasana. I'm sorry. Okay, Fox Adventures. We had Fox Adventures last year. That was a fun one. Did you run Fox Adventures last year? No? Okay, well, Fox Adventures is all the dry land activities that we do at Fox. So we have a giant swing, we have a ropes course, we have an archery range, we have hiking. What else did we say? rock wall. It's basically, you're not getting in the water at all with this class. You're just kind of adventuring around Fox Landing, going on some of the local hikes, and playing with our up canyon dry land toys.
Yeah, we got a lot of them, and they're really fun.
Yeah, they are a good time. So if, like, for example, the climb hike class, that is very focused on climbing and hiking. This Fox Adventure class isn't as focused. So if you're like, I don't want to climb that much, but I want to at least climb once, you might want to take this one, because it does a little bit of everything. While we have some of these more focused classes, like the climb hike, that are giving you a little more or the extreme kayak, where it's supposed to be a little more intense and just more time in that activity.
And this one, once you're with your group, you can kind of decide what everybody wants to do, and it's very free form, and you get to try lots of different things up canyon.
Yeah, very flowy. Good flow of that one. Fishing.
Oh yeah.
Fishing's a good one.
You're going fishing.
You are simply going fishing. Zadam will be returning this summer. For those of you that went fishing with Zadam last year, he will be back and running our fishing classes. You're just fishing off the float, fishing off the pier. Mm-hmm. All right, now we're jumping into our marine bio classes. So we have, you should see on your activity guide, Marine Bio 101, 201, 301, Junior AQ, and Junior Marine Research. And I'm going to have Hailey kind of walk us through these, because they're very you are running a couple of them, so
so let's start with Marine Bio 101. So Marine Bio 101 is basically our animal and algae lab. So we're going to have 4 different classes. One is our fish lab, our shark lab, invertebrate lab, and our algae lab. So in each of these hour and 20-minute-ish classes, you're going to be learning very specifically about each of these creatures, and they all have their own defining characteristics, and you'll get into it. But Marine Bio 101 is you're learning the basics, which is very cool. And this is kind of an extension of our school year program, so it is lots of like hands-on learning and like experiential type stuff. So you'll be getting to interact with some of the critters that you're learning about that have been collected by staff, which is very cool. Marine Bio 201 goes a little bit more into detail about maybe some less basic topics. So these are our marine mammal classes. We have a class about the deep sea, about plankton, and then we also have a squid dissection, which is really, really fun, and it's a grand old time. So these classes are a little bit more in depth about a couple of those things, and fantastic. Cool. Marine Bio 301.
That's a new one. We didn't have 301 last year.
We did not have 301 last year. So 301, we're kind of getting more into obscure marine biology topics. Some of them could include environmental optimism, which I think is a really important topic. It sometimes can be heavy to talk about environmentalism, but
what isn't? Honestly, I don't know what that is. What's environmental optimism?
Environmental optimism is talking about the current state of our world, potentially like topics about climate change or our impact on our oceans, the resources we get from our oceans. So you can be talking about shipping, you can be talking about microplastics and trash and all of those things, but also what people are doing around the world on a local scale or potentially a global scale that's helping their environment and their community, which I think is very cool. And there's lots and lots of examples. So that's going to be more of like a discussion class. Like we want kiddos to be involved in those types of discussions. So seeing what you can do locally. That's an example of a topic that we could talk about. We might have other dissections, like potentially a bivalve dissection or maybe baitfish dissections, something a little bit more than our squid dissections, which some campers may have done in the past. Maybe oceanography. There's lots of different topics about 301, so it's a little bit more detailed.
Yeah. Sweet.
Nice. Yeah. Very exciting.
Yeah. We got Junior AQ next.
Junior AQ. This is a really fun class. You just get to play with fish and sharks all day. It's fantastic. So with our aquariums, we have aquariums in our facility, and they are filled with really cool critters, and we have aquarists that work at our facility. And so me and a couple other aquarists will hopefully show everybody how to set up a tank, how to clean a tank, how to care for animals, feed them, just what it takes to maintain those those tanks and those aquariums.
That's so fun.
Maybe learning how to catch and collect.
Ooh.
Potentially, allegedly.
Yeah, junior AQ, man. That probably when I was a camper at Toyon, I really wanted to take this class, and it was always full. So
it's a popular one.
It's a popular one.
You get to see behind the scenes of all the stuff.
I mean, our aquariums are pretty awesome.
They're beautiful.
Our aquariums at our facilities are pretty amazing, and we're super lucky to have.
We have some cool critters.
Yeah.
This year, yeah.
Ooh, yay! What's the coolest one you have in the tanks right now?
Oh, that's a really hard question. We just got some swell sharks that I'm very excited about.
Like
they're
babies?
Yeah, they're about.
They're
that big.
so cute.
Yeah, they just sit there. They're like, yeah. It's really cute. It's really cute.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's our junior AQ class, y'all.
What is the yoga position? What do they do?
Shavasana.
The Shavasana?
The swell sharks are Shavasanaing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Constantly.
Constantly.
Unless they decide to go for a little swim.
Yeah.
A little tour day tank.
Tour dates. Cool.
Okay. Yeah, this is your baby.
I'm really excited about this one. So this is our junior marine research class. I am very excited about this one because it allows campers to do marine research. This whole class, you're going to go through what it looks like to do a research project. So you're picking, you're making observations, you're going through the whole scientific method, you're making observations, asking questions, predicting, collecting data, coming up with your conclusions and sharing those results. And there's lots of things that we could study. We could be doing fish surveys. We could be comparing invertebrate densities in different areas. I mean, that's up to the individual class. We're going to make all those decisions together. And we'll be helping you with the statistics and all of that good stuff, you know. But yeah, it's going to be very, very cool. And you're basically going to be going out into the cove, picking something that you want to study, collecting data, and seeing what's going on.
This is such a cool idea because we, obviously being an ocean adventure marine science program, we get a lot of campers who are like, I think I want to be a marine biologist and I'm curious about that. And I did not learn about this type of stuff until I was in college. Mm-hmm. So the fact that you have an opportunity to potentially learn about what it is like and what it means to do research in the ocean.
I mean, this is
amazing.
stuff that a lot of our instructors, like going to college for either marine science or something like that, like people do this for a career and people do this in college, and it's a great way to figure out if this is something that you like and are interested in. So
that's awesome.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah. So sign up for the junior marine research class if that sounds interesting to you.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be super fun. Okay, another class that we have is called Catalina Botany. All right, we're trying this one out this year. This class is all about the plants and the dry environments around Fox Landing, Catalina Island. So there will be different lessons on going around IDing the plants in camp. I think our counselor who designed this class wants to pot succulents, make your own, paint a pot and pot your own succulent. We have so many beautiful succulents that are native to Catalina Island. So if you love plants and you want to learn more about plants and ID plants, press plants, draw plants, pot plants, the the Catalina Botany class is probably for you. Mm-hmm. Okay, this next class I am super excited about, and I myself will be getting out of the office and conducting this class with our head counselor, Wilson. This is our junior guards class, okay? I will say there is an age limit on this class. You have to be 12 and older to do it because you will be receiving a certification in CPR and first aid by the Red Cross.
So cool.
Yes, we will be.
Epic.
I know. I'm so excited about it. We will also be doing some simple lifeguarding skills and waterfront skills that all of our counselors and instructors have to do to work at camp. So we will do those with the junior guards class. We'll be getting that first aid and CPR certification. And it's just kind of like an intro. You will learn some scenarios. We might practice some different rescue methods, rescuing people from in the water. It's going to be a really physical class. I want to say that. A lot of swimming, a lot of energy expended, and it's a little bit of you're going to get a certification. So there's going to be some learning involved and an exam that you're going to have to pass. But you will come out of it with an actual Red Cross certification. If you are looking into babysitting, if you are interested in certain jobs working with children in the future, these are great certifications to have and maintain. If you're like, one day I want to be a lifeguard, this is also a great class to take because you get to really experience those like pre-skills, what it might take for you to be a lifeguard at a beach or at a cove or at a different camp even later in life. So our junior guards class is going to be a really fun one. Take that if you want to hang out with me and Wilson and be lifeguards. It's going to be great.
I'm excited to watch that go down.
Yeah.
I know. I'm having to pull back from like ordering like tubies and like bathing suits.
Everything. Yeah.
So that we're all like matching on the.
It's going to turn into a synchronized swimming class.
Yeah, we're just going to have yeah, for real. So yeah, I'm really excited about that one. Okay, I don't have the sheet here, Josh, but it's the next one on the list. It's the Hero Quest class.
Oh boy.
And
let's go on a quest.
Just start.
Okay.
What does that even mean? Okay. What is Hero Quest?
So your marine research was your baby. This is my baby. This stems from loving the rainy days where you can stay inside and just play board games till the day. You know what I'm saying? When you love board games, you get so heavily involved in them. So this game, if you know anything about Dungeons and Dragons, this is essentially a slightly turned down version of that.
Like easier?
Easier,
I would say
but
it's easier.
Yeah, easier, and there's a template to follow. So the whole idea is that you're creating a character, and that character embarks on a quest, and that quest is completed from a couple different objectives that you fulfill. But it is a board game. It is entirely all placed out. You have figures and everything. You can move them. There is a game master who will be
you.
Yes.
What's the name of the game master?
Zargon
the wizard.
This sounds really fun.
I'm so stoked.
Staff is allowed to join. But yes, that is entirely the point. You are sort of winding down. Well, it's wind down, but it does get pretty intense.
Gets emotional.
It gets emotional. You get really attached to these characters, and you're going to build them over the course of this 2 weeks. And we're going to have a lot of fun just kind of letting the dice take you where the dice takes you. So yeah, if you're interested in board games, if you're interested in kind of niche things like that,
world building a little bit.
World building, creativeness, this is definitely your class to take for sure.
This is also a 2-period class because this game, when you start
takes commitment.
It's a process.
When you start a quest, the quests are long. So keep that in mind, friends. If you're selecting a Hero Quest class, you will be forfeiting a period and you'll have only 5 classes instead of 6.
It's worth it.
But it's worth it if this is your thing. If you like doing stuff like this, I highly recommend it. It is so much fun. Zargon the wizard, aka Josh, will be in costume, in character. We will make it as cool as we possibly can. And I know there are some of you that want to do this. I just know it because he exists and he's on the island. So it's going to be great. So sign up for Hero Quest. Our next class is Counselors in Training. The Counselor in Training course will be run by our assistant camp director, Hannah. You, I think, should have met her in the podcast possibly before this one. Going to be only for the older campers, so 14, 15-year-old campers. This is for you. If you're interested in being a counselor in the future, if you are interested in leadership development, if you like organizing things and putting together events, if you want to run your own elective, this is a great class for you to take. Hannah's really excited about it, and I think it's gonna, kind of enter you into the world of leadership development and counseling. I took it. I didn't take it, but I think Hannah took it at Toy On with Paul and loved it so much. And she's, obviously amazing. Yeah. Assistant camp director. So
She's going crazy.
okay. We have 2 more classes left and then we are done.
Wow.
Sports.
One more time.
Need to say more? Or
Should we whisper it?
Sports.
Can you still hear that?
Okay, right.
It's exactly how it sounds. We have lots of different places in camp that we can play different types of sports: volleyball, gaga, soccer, basketball, swimming, and we like to elevate it. Maybe we'll get a soccer ball that actually has an ice cream maker inside.
What?
Have you seen those? They brought that up last time they were here.
I'm going to buy one personally if we don't get one. It will be there.
Okay.
Sports, yes. Archery. If you are an active kiddo, if you love competitive sports, if you want to be on a team and just play all the different sports we have in camp, this class is for you. It'll be a fun class. And then our very last one. This is another one that I'm really excited about, and we're gonna see how it goes this year and how many campers enroll in it. This is the Foxy Swim Team. Okay, it's exactly how it sounds. We have a lot of people on our staff that are on swim teams at their colleges, that are coaching swim teams. We get a lot of campers that are on swim teams. Maybe you're on a swim team and you're like, I need to keep up with my swimming I don't know. That's not the word, but I need to keep up with swimming. The Fox swim team will be that. We will be doing different swims in camp. We'll probably swim over to Three Sisters one day. That's a pretty good 20-minute swim.
Yep.
We're looking into building like a blocked off swim zone that's not the normal swim zone that we play in, but a swim zone to actually swim in and do relay races. We want to get water polo goals and play like inner tube water polo. This is kind of our Foxy swim team. If you are a swimmer, if you like to swim, if you want to swim in the ocean,
If you love the water,
this class is for you. If you are not a comfortable swimmer, if you don't enjoy swimming please don't take this class, because that is what we will be doing. I think it'll be a good one. I'm excited to see how this one goes. It's a new one. A lot of our counselors have been kind of requesting to do something like this because a lot of them are swimmers and they want to swim with the kids. So I feel like that's it.
Nice.
We did it.
Those are all of our classes.
Those are all the classes. I hope that this was helpful for you all. We want you to pick the classes that are best for you. Again, you have an opportunity to add drop when you come into camp, but we want you to have a successful time with us, and we like to create these classes. This is like one of the funnest parts of our jobs. Any words of wisdom to our fellow campers who are selecting classes?
Use this as an opportunity to explore new interests or kind of go forward in what you already know and love. A lot of people at camp are passionate, especially our counselors and instructors, are very knowledgeable and very excited to have you in their programs if that's something you're interested in. So
yeah. Nice. And I think the classes that I took when I was a camper still have a lasting effect on me. I mean, I still think about my underwater photography I took. I still think about my Explorer, the island class that I took, and they're going to be really fun, really cool classes that you're going to remember for a long time.
Very memorable. I still remember mine when I was younger too.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, cool. Well, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for
Josh
having
and
me.
Hailey.
Yes,
this was so fun. 2 week families and friends. I'm excited. We're super excited to see you this summer. I hope this was helpful. Reach out if you have any questions, and stay tuned for the next one.
Woohoo.
Woo.
Signing out.
Bye.